The Kingdom of the Lion on Chew English. Aesop was a Greek storyteller that lived a long time ago. Actually, in ancient times, he was a slave, and he dedicated his life, among other things, to telling and writing wonderful stories with lessons that we call fables and morals. Let's take a look at the story for today. The Kingdom of the Lion. The beasts of the field and the forest had a lion as their king. He was neither wrathful, cruel, nor tyrannical, but as just and gentle as a king could be. During his reign, he gathered all the birds and beasts. The lion made a royal proclamation and drew up the conditions for a universal league, saying, "From this day forth, the wolf and the lamb, the panther and the kid, the tiger and the stag, the dog and the hare shall live together in peace and harmony." The hare said, "Oh, how I have longed to see this day in which the weak shall take their place as equals at the side of the strong." And after the hare said this, he ran for his life. Now, the moral of this story is that words cannot protect the weak from the strong. That's an amazing message. That's an amazing message today. Now, if you are a teacher, you can practice your English language proficiency for your students by telling these stories. For example, there are English teachers around the world in schools that are short on resources and hire local teachers to teach English, and they teach English using their native language with maybe not with finding some challenges at speaking English fluently. And the result is children that speak the same way that their teachers do. Now, don't get me wrong, most of the teachers are very proficient at grammar and at language theory, but then encounter some challenges when trying to speak fluently, even with an accent. Don't get me wrong. I love hearing someone speak English in their native accent. There's nothing more wonderful than seeing someone go up in front of a group, telling a story or sharing some information in English and with their native accent. For example, a Chinese person, man or woman, getting up in front of a group, and obviously they have a Chinese accent, but they reflect the confidence of all their studies, and they speak fluently with a beautiful, marvelous accent. I remember Ricardo Montalban, a famous actor. He was on a show called Fantasy Island, and he was always talking to Tatu with a Spanish accent that was so wonderful. It was amazing to see, and everyone loved the show. So use your accent to your advantage, but you can practice speaking fluently with confidence in front of a group and sharing a story. Share stories with your friends in the cafe. And if you're a parent, you can also share these stories with your children. I enjoy my time here, especially developing these videos and sharing stories. It is as if, during this pandemic, I was in the classroom again with my students. Now, in the classroom setting, there's a lot of interaction and we have so much fun. It's a little more difficult when you're looking at a camera, but the result is the same, being able to share stories with students from around the world. And I hope you enjoy these stories and you invite others to help you in your English language proficiency by sharing stories with your friends and having them share stories with you. Isn't that a great idea? Well, that is all time we have today. I try to keep these videos really short, between 3 to 5 minutes. So I will see you next time. But until then, bye-bye.